Game 2 here, Tuesday night action. It's the D&D Sports Network. Coach Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy, the X-Man Tommy Coppage, Blaine Keathley. We got you locked in for what promises to be a good one. Martin County, Pikeville. Pikeville coming in as the number 1 seed, and certainly in the eyes of a lot of people, Kevin Jones, maybe along with Johnson Central, the front runner here.
I agree, man. But I'm telling you what, this Martin County team can be scary, and they've not played this year.
Right. And again, sitting at we're waiting for Blaine Keathley to see if we can get that interview, but Pikeville sitting at 19-8 on the year. Here we go. We're getting ready to get it going. Blaine Keathley with Denise Campbell. They're going to walk on over and get that going.
This is Blaine Keathley with D&D Sports Network. I'm here with the legendary coach, Denise Campbell. So, Coach, tell me, I know you have a lot of memories within this building, throughout this region. Tell me, what's it like to be back here at the Expo tonight?
Oh, yeah, I just think I feel blessed, you know, to have another opportunity to play on this floor. You know, if we're here playing on this floor, then, you know, they've accomplished something in the regular season. And I'm just so thankful that we're healthy and all of them have an opportunity to hopefully survive and advance.
Yeah, I know within the broadcast we talked about how this can be a place where players kind of have their breakout moment, and this can be a place that they always remember. So tell me, what have you kind of told your players about what this week can mean to them?
Well, you know, it can be a big week. It's whatever they want. It's whatever they make of it. You know, like I said, we've been blessed to have opportunities and great opportunities. We've experienced a great championship win here against NLA, you know, to beat Paintsville. So, you know, I said, make your moments, make your memories, make your history right here, but one game at a time. We can't overlook anybody. We've just got to come playing one game at a time and one quarter at a time. So we just take it and do the best we can and hopefully leave it all on the floor.
There you go. Well, Coach, I'll let you get to your girls. Good luck. Back to you guys.
Yeah. Great interview, Darryl McCoy.
Blaine Keathley, one of the best. You see him down there bringing all the hard-hitting interviews from the.
He is our Gene Oakland.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mean Gene Oakland.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. The you know, you just you know, you're looking now. I guess you would fill the role of Jerry Lawler and I'll be Jim Ross.
There you go. Yeah. It's all coming together.
Yeah. There we go.
Well, who am I? Y'all just left me.
Kevin Jones is the weasel.
I should have just kept my mouth shut.
Here, we're going to let Kevin Jones go over the sponsors real quick, and then we'll come right back as 7 minutes away from start time.
Amanda Blackman-Muncie for Magistrate District 1. Brian Morris for Judge Executive. Rodney Scott for Sheriff. Mountain Buildings, Punk's Tire, Hilton Homes of Ivel, Willie Crace, Republican State Representative, 95th District, S&K Asphalt, Pikeville Medical Center, Food Fair, 2RW Vendors Market, Matt Hager Law, Clayton Homes, George Swain of State Farm, Sal Steakhouse, Pro Cleaners, Commercial, Residential, and Mining, 606-625-5742, Hurley's Jump Zone, Crum Funeral Home. Elect Jason Fields for jailer. Elect Nick Markham for jailer also in Martin County and Jason Fields in Pike County. Right, Darryl?
Yep.
And we have Butcher's Towing, Warfield Market, Tommy's Auto Sales, 23 Camper Sales, Mitchell Ferris, U.S. Senate, Man Toyota. Man, what a deal. Lucas and Sons Funeral Home, Gary C. Johnson Law, and what was the other one, Darryl? Force Service Center, is that what that is?
Yep.
And Black Diamond Excavation Crew, The Mine, 121 Main Street, Pikeville, Mining Experience.
You can see after this ball game concludes, Kevin Jones, myself, and Darryl McCoy will be at the mine.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to get a good, cold adult beverage before you go home.
Tasty beverage. Right? Getting ready for starting lineup. Well, we're about 5 minutes away, excuse me. Both teams back in the locker room. And as we mentioned, two legendary Hall of Fame type coaches getting ready to go at it. Denise Campbell, Robin Newsom. Martin County got here, and I would say they had to travel to Lawrence County, folks. And what a storyline that was in itself, Darryl McCoy, with all the transfer of Markham over to Lawrence County. Martin County had to travel over there and get a win. They got a win on one of the toughest floors and against one of the best coaches to get here.
They did. That was a very tough ball game there. And listen, a lot of people, just like on the boys' side, Martin County and Paintsville both done the entire region a favor getting Lawrence County out of both sides of the bracket.
They did. That was a big plus for a lot of folks because Lawrence County, always a tough out, and in the last 5 years has been right there neck and neck with Pikeville in terms of winning big. Well, guess what? We're going to find out tonight if Martin County's got enough gas in the tank, and if they're not lit. Sometimes you worry about coming off a team high, so to speak, Kevin Jones. When you go in on the road, beat Lawrence County, maybe you were the underdog, maybe you wasn't, but you get that W. Now you're going to face what many consider one of the top 2 teams in the 15th region.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think this should be a bad one. Like we talked about earlier, Coach, they've not played this year, so we're going to get to see each other for the first time, right?
Going to see them for the first time. Martin County's sitting at 15-10 on the year, and Pikeville 19-8 on the year. Pikeville with a 12-4 record in region. So make no mistake about it, they're susceptible to in-region losses. So this isn't a David versus Goliath. This isn't a Belfry Cinderella versus a Paintsville game. Martin County has the pieces to knock off Pikeville, especially when you talk about, Miss Walking Double-Double, Macy Maynard.
Yeah, and you're watching the Callahan Funeral Home pregame show here with Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy here on the call. This is one of them. You got a lot of experience on the sidelines with Robin Newsom and Coach Denise Campbell. This is, Pikeville is led. They're a guard-heavy team. Martin County, really strong front court. So it's going to be interesting to see the different matchups here.
Well, you've got Callie Alvin, the 15th Region Player of the Year, Darryl McCoy, and a lot like a Trinity Rowe, she does a lot of different things for this Pikeville basketball team. She facilitates, she can score it, she's a big-time leader, and she also can knock down the long ball. But as you said, listen, this is no one-man show or one-woman show. You're talking about Kat Walters, Darryl McCoy, one of your favorites. Athletic, long, can defend, and do a lot of different things. She can score the rock as well.
Well, when you talk Kat Walters, to me, Kat Walters is a rival for best player on the floor. Like you can make a strong case she's the best player on this floor. And her impact will be felt, I promise you that, on both ends of the floor.
Well, Darryl, she's averaging almost 15 points per game on the year. Kat Walters is. So she, not only does she score it, but she defends it. 3 players averaging double figures for Pikeville. I know we'll break it down. But Nicole Lynn also averaging 13 on the year.
Absolutely. We'll take guys, we're here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. You're watching the 15th Region Tournament. Live at the Appalachian Wireless Arena, you're watching the 15th Region Tournament, Pikeville and Martin County here on the Callahan Funeral Home with Darryl McCoy, Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones on the call tonight with Coach May, Tommy Coppage, Blaine Keathley on the production. Coach, you talked about the matchups there. Chloe May, keep an eye on her for Martin County. Big-time three-point shooter. Really can fill it up. And I think, her and the Markham girl, are the 2 you need to watch for Martin County outside Macy Maynard. And then over on Pikeville side, listen, Sophie Woods, Dagan Oliver, keep an eye on them couple players. And then you also got the Compton twins.
Well, listen, you go back to Martin County. I'm telling you right now, folks, you talk about 8th graders. McKenna Markham for Martin County, only an 8th grader, averaging 13 points per game on the year, Darryl McCoy. McKenna Markham is going to be one of those players we talk about for the next 4 years. She's the real deal, Miss McKenna Markham.
I agree with you. I think McKenna Markham is, she's just an 8th grader, as you mentioned. This girl can play. you're going to look 3 years from now and say she's one of the best players in the 15th region.
As well as Miss Annalie Davis, a freshman. Keep an eye on her, folks. And Sophie Harless, a senior.
Yep. All three of them players, you got to keep an eye out for Martin County. Both teams, you know what I mean, go pretty deep. You know what I mean? Yeah. Billy Davis says, big time game, big time atmosphere. Martin County starting lineup brought to you courtesy of Butcher's Towing.
The 8th grader.
Yep, number 12, McKenna Markham. Wearing number 13, Anna Lee Davis. Wearing number 21, Sophie Harless. Wearing number 30, Chloe May. And rounding out the start lineup, number 55, Macy Maynard. They're head coached by Robin Newsom. Now let's go over to the home team on the scoreboard. Brought to you, start lineup brought to you courtesy of Gary C. Johnson Law Office. Wearing 00, Kylie Alvin. Nicole Lynn. Number 13, Kat Walters. Wearing number 15, Sophie Woods. And rounding out the start lineup, number 25, Ava Rogers. They are head coached by Denise Campbell. And you sit here, Denise Campbell right now. I mean, this coaching staff, very good coaching staff here at Pikeville, and it includes Clara Blair, former Johnson Central flamethrower coach.
I've said for a long time, if anybody could cross over and coach the men's side, it's Denise Campbell.
I agree with you. And Clara Blair, now I don't know, I heard her grandmother passed away, so, you know, definitely thoughts and prayers going out to our friends in the Blair family. And you got Sophie Woods and Macy Maynard going to jump things off here. Markham.
Nice, right off the bat, right?
Yeah, nice left-handed finish. Here comes Kylie Alvin. Alvin kicks it ahead. Going to leave it for the trailer. Alvin back around. Nicole Lynn. You know, that's the dangerous thing about Pikeville coaches. They got 3 point guards out there.
Yeah, always tough when you can run combo guards at them.
Yep. Shot up. Off the mark, no good.
Nice.
Yeah, good look by Ava Rogers. Finds Sophie Woods for an easy deuce.
Kat Walters shoots over 40% from three.
Well, and that's what, you know, I mean, if you're Martin County, you cannot allow that. Sophie Woods, coach, she's kind of the X factor for this Pikeville team. And nice job, Ava Rogers, coach, come out.
Yeah.
And you can tell she's wanting this win. Ava Rogers, she just had a nice assist and then ties it up.
One on the back side, one on the front side to guard Macy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know, you can't guard Macy Maynard with one player.
No. Too much on that one.
Yeah, way too much mustard on that one.
2-3 zone Martin County's setting up in, and why not when you got an anchor like Macy Maynard? And Chloe May's got a ton of size on her as well.
Yep. There we go, Cohen.
Annalie Davis. Just a freshman.
Yeah, Davis goes to the right side. Nice job. Floater up, no good. Macy Maynard with the rebound. They're going to call it
another
jump ball. Yeah. This one will stay with Martin County.
Pikeville's the one team that can match Macy's size, right? Going to inbound here, McKenna Markham. Maynard. Step through. Got it. Macy Maynard with that step through, Darryl McCoy.
And back the other way, Kylie Alvin. Alvin gets it over to Rogers. Rogers back to Alvin. Gets it over to Nicole Lynn. Swings it to Woods. Woods back out to Alvin. There's Kat Walters with the ball out top. Kat Walters And ball is tipped. Here comes Annalie Davis with the steal. Davis, nice transition. Oh, good job, Nicole Lynn, but Davis poked it away. It's going to go to the Panthers.
There, I think she thought somebody was coming her left side. Actually, they were coming her right side and kind of threw her off. And Martin County is one of the few that can match Pikeville's quickness on the backcourt, Darryl, with Davis and Markham.
Now swinging it back around. Alvin to Walters. Walters gets it back around to Alvin. Alvin going to stop, pop, little 12-footer, rims out. Macy Maynard grabs the rebound. And Coach Maynard, that's 2 or 3 times. She keeps that ball up there a second or two too long, and they're tying it up.
It looks like Pikeville may have scouted that.
Yep.
And they're trying to go for that tie-up.
Yeah. And there's Maynard off the mark. Here comes Alvin back the other direction.
Watch out.
Yeah, swings over to the wing. Shot up, no good. Chloe May rips down the rebound. Trap on the baseline. And look at Pikeville right now. I mean, they're just defensively, Coach. They've come out and playing as good a defensive start as you could ask for.
It started out well. Chloe May for Martin County, she's another one that might be one of the most underrated three-point snipers in the region.
You're spot on. Spot on with that. Speaking of three-point snipers, Kylie Alvin drops the three-point bomb, giving Pikeville the 5-4 lead. Now you're going to see Kat Walters up top, matched up with Annalie Davis. Kat Walters, Coach, people, her wingspan, a lot larger than you would think, just sitting there. She is very long.
Money.
Yeah, McKenna Markham fills it up. Talking about top three-point shooters, Coach. McKenna Markham, she does her own damage.
She's a superstar in the making.
You're spot on with that.
Just an 8th grader, right?
Just an 8th grader.
Kylie Alvin, long one off the mark. Nicole Lynn grabs the rebound.
Oh. You got to be careful if you're Macy Maynard.
Can't pick up no cheap ones,
You cannot pick up any nickel and dimers.
Matt Thacker says Pikeville staff has Ashley Melvin, great point guard at Pike Central, and the best water girl in the game, Ryder Cron. Well, Ryder Cron, you're talking about an up-and-coming star. Now they get it in the Woods. Woods, free throw line jumper off the mark.
There's Harless.
Yeah, she grabs the rebound, kicks it out to Davis. Here comes Davis on the push. And Lee Davis will bring it over to the near side of the floor. Davis swings it over to May. May, you can see Macy Maynard calling for it there. Yeah, good floater. Good job by Chloe May using that length to finish over the Panthers. Swings it back around. Nicole Lynn back out to Alvin. Back over to Lynn. Josh White says, go McKenna.
So far, so good if you're a Martin County fan. They're doing a good job forcing Pikeville to rotate the basketball up top.
Dodo Rowe says he's watching from Mikey Hall's house.
Dodo Rowe, one of the greats, right?
Now you talking about, I guarantee you,
he's breaking. Go ahead.
He's had his fits with the Pikeville Panthers over the years.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's probably already breaking this game film down still, just out of habit.
Diane Maddox watching from Evansville, Indiana, cheering on the Cards.
Media timeout.
While they're doing this, guys, let's take a look at the tape and some players to watch for the ball game tonight. Martin County comes in with a 15-10 record, shooting 41% from the field, 49 points a game, allowing 49 points a game. Leading scorer, Macy Maynard, averaging 15 points a game. And they're shooting 29% from the three-point line. As a team, they average 29 rebounds a game, and Miss Maynard is the leading rebounder with 12 rebounds a game. They're shooting 64% from the free throw line. Pikeville coming in, 19-8, 59th district champions. They're averaging 62 points a game, allowing 47, shooting 40% from the field. Leading scorer, Kylie Alvin, averaging 18 a game. They're shooting 31% from the three-point line. As a team, they average 32 rebounds a game. Leading rebounder is also Kylie Alvin with 6 rebounds a game. And as a team, they shoot 63% from the free throw line. Teams did not meet in this regular season. In 6 of 8 prior tourney games, winner won the region. Now, let's look at some of the players to watch for this game, Coach. You got Macy Maynard for Martin County. She's averaging 15.5 points a game, shooting 59% from the field, 71% from the free throw line, and averaging 12 rebounds a game. And then on the other side with Pikeville, Player of the Year, right? Kylie Alvin averaging 18 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, shooting 29% from the three-point line and 82% from the free throw line.
Yeah, right there. I mean, you can see the two matchups, and you see the Matt Hager fan cam. Martin County fans has represented well here today.
They always do.
But Kevin Jones, when you sit there and look, what was the secret for you on the tail of the tape?
The secret for me?
Yeah, I mean, where
rebounding, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Martin County's got to control the glass. You got Macy Maynard and Chloe May. You do that, Darryl, you're going to give yourself an opportunity to win this game.
You got a Cardinal doing a jig over there in the corner, Coach.
Because, listen, I think, I said this earlier, with McKenna Maynard and Anna Lee Davis, Darryl, they can actually match Pikeville's speed in the backcourt.
There's Maynard. Yeah, definitely you're seeing Markham off the mark there. This Pikeville team, the only advantage that they got over them is, you're looking at upperclassmen.
Right.
Yeah. And, Kat Walters, what a plus it was for her to come back to the basketball team.
I agree.
After a year off.
Watch out. Watch out.
She'll hit that. Nope. Off the mark. Sophie Woods grabs the rebound. Here comes Kylie Alvin. Coach, Kylie Alvin, for you guys that don't know, she was supposed to be the heir apparent of Cassidy Rowe at Shelby Valley. Like, she grew up, she was in the gym just, idolizing Cassidy Rowe, and ended up transferring to the heated rival, just because, it wasn't her time. It was a good transfer for her. She got to play a little bit further ahead, but, when Cassidy Rowe, you're supposed to be the heir apparent, that's big shoes to fill, and that just tells you the kind of talent that Kylie Alvin has. I've not seen a player in this region. It didn't shock me that she was 15th region player of the year, because there's no other player in the region that fills stat sheets like Kylie Alvin.
Sheet stuffer. And Darryl, as we were talking, Macy Maynard picks up her second foul in the first quarter.
The illegal screen they called. They got her second foul. She's going to have to sit for a while.
I've seen Macy do that a few times this year. In the past, she gets in foul trouble sometimes, and that's something that she's got to work on, because she's such a big mismatch. You got to keep her on the floor.
Kyle, and you were saying something. Kylie's big asset for Pikeville is her floor game, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
She does so many things, but she's just so high IQ.
It's 3 or 4 steals, 6, 7 assists. 20
Oliver.
points, and Dagan Oliver filling it up from downtown. Here comes Anna Lee Davis. Davis is going to be picked up by Kat Walters at midcourt. Going to go to the far side of the court. Switched off. Oliver is on her now. The swings over to Markham. Nice job by Markham. Yeah, broke free for the easy bucket there. And Martin County with an 11-8 lead on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. And a good job there by Woods.
And as soon as Maynard went out, they went down low to Woods.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer, you see that big void in the middle of the paint. You want to make sure you take advantage of it.
Going to stay in Martin County ball.
Denise Campbell. Again, want to thank Crum Funeral Home, Caliphant Ham Funeral Home, Nick Markham for Jeller, Tommy's Auto Sales, Warfield Market for sponsoring tonight's game. So we get back around, Woods, or Harless. Markham has it out top, guarded by Alvin. Over to Davis. Davis.
It's all about it.
Yeah. Kat Walters giving her a little bit of space, Coach. You got to watch, Anna Lee Davis. She'll make you pay, Coach. You don't want to give her much space, and right there she is. That's why she's known as one of the top young talents in the 15th region.
Again, just a freshman.
Walters off the mark. And there's Ava Rogers gets the rebound and the putback. 13-12. It's a 1-point ball game with 28 seconds left here in the first quarter.
This is the pace you want if you're Martin County.
There's Davis. Swings it back over to Markham. Markham, nice cut by May, and Chloe May continuing a good first quarter for her.
Good offense by Martin County.
Yeah, there goes Alvin. Alvin over to Walters, and Walters buries it with a hand in her face. Here comes McKenna Markham. 2 seconds on the clock. Shot up. No good. We'll end the first quarter of play. We are tied up 15-all on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. We'll be right back. Second quarter coming up next.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
Folks, if you're in the market for a storage building, garage, barn, or custom structure, there's only one name you need to know. Mountaineer Buildings, conveniently located right outside Chapmanville, West Virginia, with multiple locations across Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. They are the largest building company in the coalfields for a reason. They've got a huge inventory on lot, unbeatable deals, and waiting for you. Come see us at Mountaineer Buildings. And we are back here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy, Kevin May, and Blaine Keathley on the call with Tommy Coppage on the production tonight as we see Pikeville, Martin County. Coach, nothing settled. 15 all tie right now on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard heading into the second quarter.
If anything, tempo has been established and it favors Martin County.
Off the mark. This second quarter brought to you courtesy of Nick Markham for Jeller. Walters gets it out to Alvin. Alvin, nice blow by. Alvin, good take, good finish.
Nice take.
There, she just split the Martin County defense, and I mean, you cannot, and that's what happens. You know, you don't have Macy Maynard out there. You don't have that backside help, Coach.
Might want to move Chloe May over.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to defend the basket there, you know, in that instance, because that's too easy. Alvin, she'll have a field day. Markham, step back, no good.
Nice jab step.
Yeah. Swings it back around. Walters gets it to Rogers, dumps it down.
Nice.
Woods. Nice move. Sophie Woods, very fundamentally sound. We've watched her for a few years now. And there's a timeout on the floor. Pikeville has opened up a 4-point lead here on Martin County. And is that a 30? Yeah, it's a 30, so we'll stay here.
Yeah, they got Maynard back in. I didn't think they could keep her out too long, Coach.
Yeah, you got to ride with that in this situation. You just can't risk it.
Want to thank Amanda Blackburn Muncie, District 1, George Swain at State Farm, Clayton Holmes of Harold, Matt Hager Law, elect Nick Markham for Jeller, Butcher's Towing, Warfield Market, Tommy's Auto Sales, 23 Camper Sales, Mitchell Ferris for U.S. Senate. Also want to thank our good friends at Gary C. Johnson Law, Man Toyota, man, what a deal. Lucas & Son Funeral Home, Rodney Scott for Sheriff, Punk's Tires, Hilton Homes of Iville, as well as D&D Auto Mart and Callahan Funeral Home. You see coming out, Coach, right now, it's a 19-15 lead. Pikeville on top of Martin County on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard, and they have brought Macy Maynard back in the game, as Kevin Jones alluded to.
Got to do it, and I like it.
She just got to play smart.
Yeah, can't pick that third up.
Yeah, can't have the fouls, little titty-tat fouls, I guess.
Making their impact right away, got the rebound there. And there's Dagan Oliver with the rebound. She gets it over to Alvin. Here comes the Panthers on the push. Alvin kicks ahead to Walters, back over to Alvin. Alvin, long three, and buries it. Right in front of Robin Newsom. She said, put that in your pipe and smoke it, Coach. Coming back the other way, Anna Lee Davis.
Largest lead of the game.
Yeah. Dumps it down. Maynard off the mark. And Coach Sophie Harless with the bucket, rebound and put back. You know, Macy Maynard, that last shot, you see her, Martin County runs that play really well for her. They get that to her in rhythm, and she just turns it around. It's almost like one fluid motion. When they do that entry pass, she don't, get the entry pass, then make a move. She's making a move while she receives the entry pass.
Exactly.
Nice job.
No call on that one.
Yeah.
Fans wanted a foul. It's going to stay Martin County ball.
Now, Macy Maynard wanted the foul, too.
We've got a green guy over there. Have you seen him tonight?
Who?
The green guy.
Oh, no, I have
Incredible
not.
Hulk.
Yeah, look at there.
Looks like a couple of spider monkeys over there, Hulk and Spider-Man. Gets it down to Maynard. Coming back the other way. Here comes Dagan Oliver. Swings it over to Alvin. Alvin, she's the hot hand right now for the Panthers. Nicole Lynn dumps it down. Gets it over to Oliver. Oliver leaves it short.
You see already the presence of what Maynard means to this team on both sides.
This game instantly changed when she come in. Pikeville still, right now on the upside of it, but Martin County, a different team with her on and with her off the floor. Here comes Annalie Davis. They fake the handoff. Markham, it's Harless. Good job there by Woods. Harless, coach, had Maynard wide open, just missed her on that pass. And Kat Walters ties it up.
Nice job defensively by Kat.
You guys, Kat Walters is the younger sister of former Pikeville Panther E.B. Walters.
EB now at
UK.
Yep.
And, EB, he'll tell you she gets her athleticism from him.
Right.
300 people tuning in. Let's see if we can get it to 4.
Don't do that again, Kevin Jones. You said last night they couldn't get it to 200, and they got it to 500.
Yeah. Well, got to give the fans something to try to go for, right?
If you saying they won't reach 400, I can tell you they'll give you 500.
McKenna Maynard's so good with the ball, Darryl.
She is.
Over to
Markham.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Markham.
They'll swing it back around. There's Macy Maynard. Swings it over to Davis. Davis had Harless cut, and Harless had it knocked away. Good defense by Oliver.
Got a tough inbound, right? That deep corner.
Yeah. E.B. Walters says, only took me a year to beg Kat to come back out of retirement. Well, Pikeville fans are happy you did, E.B.
I know watching her on the softball field, man, she can absolutely fly.
She is one of the most athletic athletes in the mountain.
Like her freshman year, it was insane. She had something like
Inside
4 or
the park
5
home runs.
inside the park home runs in a season.
Insane.
If she gets on base, she's going to score. There's Walters with the bucket. Clyde Woods says he loves the new graphics. They're awesome. We appreciate that, Clyde Woods. It's our sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you them graphics and give these kids this coverage. Swing it back around.
Nice.
Yeah, too easy for me.
You'd like to see that more if you're Martin County, maybe a little more assertive.
Swings it back around. You got Lynn out top, gets it to Alvin. Alvin gets it to that high post. Avery Rogers over to Oliver, back to Rogers. And Kat Walters off the mark. Macy Maynard, there it is again, Coach.
Yeah, they're playing for that jump
Coach,
ball.
Listen, they're going to call a foul there. And now Dagan Oliver, Macy Maynard
Former
quickly,
teammates.
quickly went over there, and they both was teammates at Belfry a few years ago.
Media timeout.
Yeah, they'll take a media timeout. We're going to jump out with them. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. If you're needing seal coating, blacktop, line striping, recapping, or brand new pavement, S&K Asphalt has you covered. They take pride in their work, they're fully insured, and they make sure every job is done right the first time. Whether it's residential driveways or a commercial parking lot, don't trust just anybody. Trust the professionals at S&K Asphalt Service. Give Anthony Hampton a call today at 606-471-4297 for a free quote. That's 606-471-4297. S&K Asphalt Services, paving the way across eastern Kentucky.
They do indeed, Maestro. My, my.
And we're back here at the Appalachia Wireless Arena. You see the Matt Hager fan cam as we got the Incredible Hulk. And is that Spider-Man, Coach?
Well, listen, it's a superhero.
Yeah, and that young man up there has been going hard all night long. Don't know who he is, but he's definitely one of the fans of the night.
Big opportunity for Martin County here. They've got a couple of stops. 7-point deficit. Again, tempo favors Martin County in this one.
See, here comes Annalise Davis. Davis,
I like
guarded
that.
by Walters.
Good one to May, Darryl. High-low.
He gets it down to Maynard. Maynard, that's too easy. You listen, Macy Maynard's one of them kids you can't front, Coach.
Once she seals, it's over.
Yep. You got to stay behind her. You cannot front her. Because they'll just lob it over you every time. Because she's 2 foot taller than everybody else on the floor.
Martin doing a great job just forcing ball reversals.
Back around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barry's at Nicole Lynn getting in the scoring sheet.
Well, that you can't leave that much space, though, on shooters. Nicole Lynn's going to bury that almost every time.
She will. You know, Coach Nicosia Lynn's, people don't understand, like she just does whatever her team needs. But if she was on any other team,
right,
she would be a rock star point guard.
Every year, people say it's going to be her year.
Yeah.
But every year, she just fills another role, and that's not no disrespect to her. She plays what's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's credit, a kid like Nicole Lynn. We seen her in middle school. We knew that she would be a special player, Coach. But, you see her right there. She's just doing whatever her team needs. There's Maynard. And right there, again, they give it to her as she's turning, and it's just an in-rhythm shot for her every time. Her teammates do a great job putting her in good positions. Nicole Lynn off the mark there. Sophie Woods very active on the glass. Woods gets it down to Oliver. Oliver back over to Alvin. Alvin.
Nice job.
Yeah, she lost handle of it.
Mark County did a great job recovering. 6-point deficit. Since Macy's came back in, Darryl, when Macy's on the floor, they have a plus in the plus-minus category.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a difference maker. And you see her right now sealing Woods off again. And now they've made that adjustment, bringing that defender over on the backside.
I like where they brought May up top.
Look right here, Dagan Oliver's on the backside. There's turnaround. May off the mark. Harless. Good job by Harless.
Great job creating space. That's going to be Pikeville basketball. I thought that was out on a Pikeville Panther.
That I did too. I thought Woods knocked it out. I guess not. E.B. Walters says, I don't know about that. He said he's washed up. Swings it back around. Walters gets it over to Alvin. Alvin dumps it down. Ava Rogers swings over to Oliver. Oliver down to Woods. Back to Rogers. Woods off the mark. Ava Rogers with the rebound. And Maynard's going to pick her third up. See if they call it on her. McKenna Markham was also in the vicinity.
They didn't.
Yeah, they got lucky there.
Very fortunate.
Ava Rogers going to step to the line to shoot 2. What a game here. Jenny Stepp said the Belfry girls win. They did not, Jenny. Leanne Keathley says Macy is a great player, but she's truly an even better person. Said I see her almost daily encouraging, picking people up. Billy Davis says watching from across the street at the Mine, 606. Listen, we'll be over there after the game joining you. Coming back the other way.
Oh.
And count it! McKenna Markham going to the line for a chance at an old-fashioned Three Guys Pizza and Brew 3-point play opportunity.
Darryl, you can appreciate this. We talk about it a lot. That young lady, you can always appreciate somebody that lives in the gym. She is in the gym working on her game almost every day. That's why she is who she is as an 8th grader.
Yeah, that's, she's very hard worker. Coach, she come from, she played at Tug Valley, Belfry. Now she's at Martin County. Dagan Oliver, Macy Maynard, and her, they all played together on the same team at some time in the past. Dumps it down. Woods. Nice job. I'm telling you, Sophie Woods, coach, right now. And I like the move bringing Macy Maynard out here and not going to let her pick up a cheap foul at the end of the half.
Little curl action.
Yep, swings it over. Back out to Harless.
Nice. Oh.
Off the mark.
Well, it turns out to be a good foul, Darryl. That was only the the second team foul. You don't want to give Alvin too much room to kind of gather herself. There's Walters on the backside.
Long shot, no good. And it's going to be Pikeville Panthers 32, Martin County 26, heading into the locker room. Just a great performance by both teams, Coach. Neither team played bad that half. Just Pikeville played a little bit better.
Great chess match between both coaches. Great ball game here. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, as we're going to sit here, we'll talk to Denise Campbell here in a second. And she's still checking the stat sheet over there. This was one though. Sophie Woods. I thought Sophie Woods I feel like she coming in this game with something to prove, knowing that she's playing against one of the best bigs in the mountains in Macy Maynard.
Yeah.
And Sophie Woods, she's been a difference maker here in this first half.
She has been.
Yeah. As the Pikeville Lady Panthers lead right now by 6 as they head into the locker room. And the legend Denise Campbell, we'll have a word with her here in just a moment.
All right, this is Blaine Keathley with D&D Sports Network with the halftime report. So, Coach, I know Macy got in foul trouble there. Opened some things up. You were able to get inside. There wasn't so much paint protection. Tell me, now that she's back into the game, what's the game plan moving forward as they try to pack it inside the post?
We've got to take it to her. We've got to go in and give her a little ball fake, up and under move or whatever, but we can't be afraid to not take it into it and get into the paint, because if we just stay around the perimeter, we're not going to make them work. We got to make the defense suck in and get the ball inside and then distribute to the outside, work an inside-outside game.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck. Back to you guys.
All right, guys, Blaine Keathley there, and you've seen, Macy Maynard, Coach Denise Campbell knows, that's why there's a huge plus minus with Macy Maynard on the floor and without her on the floor.
That's been the difference so far, is those that time that Macy was out with those 2 fouls. That's that 6-point discrepancy, and be interested to see how this plays out in the second half. Coach Denise Campbell nailed it. You got to keep attacking Macy.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on the Pikeville Medical Center halftime show. You're watching the D&D Sports Network.
Hey, 15th Region fans, ready to take your next event to the next level? Make it unforgettable with Hurley's Jump Zone, your local source for inflatables, water slides, mechanical bulls, laser tag, foam parties, shaved ice, and professional event lighting. Planning a birthday, school event, church gathering, or team celebration? They've got everything you need to bring the fun. And don't forget, show your team spirit at home with custom lighting services that make your house shine on game night. Hurley's Jump Zone, where the party starts. Call today and let the fun begin.
Welcome back. Halftime here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. I'm the coach, Kevin Keathley. Kevin Jones, Coach May, the Big Dipper, Darryl McCoy, the X-Man, Tommy Coppage. We got them all locked in here. I know I'm missing somebody. Blaine Keathley. Pikeville 32, Martin County 26. And listen, if you're Robin Newsom and you go in the locker room, Kevin Jones, you have to be pretty I don't want to say you're elated, but you're feeling pretty good about your chances right now, trailing 6.
Absolutely. I mean, good. They made it, Pikeville almost got it to 10 there, and they rallied back and cut it to, 4, and then Pikeville made the bucket there to make it in the half. But 32-26, you kind of like where you're at when you're Martin County, especially with Maynard in foul trouble in the first quarter.
Well, it set out most of that, most of that middle of the first quarter, part of the second. And Kevin Jones, you got our score and breakdown, I believe.
Yeah, for Pikeville, Kylie Alvin with 8 points, Sophie Woods with 8 points, Ava Rogers with 5, and Alvin had 3 assists, and Rogers had 5 rebounds. And then you go over to Martin County side. McKenna Markham coached the 8th grade. Wow.
Yeah.
She keeps the ball on a string too, doesn't she?
She does.
She had 10 points and 2 assists. And then you had Chloe May come in with 6 points and 2 assists. And then Maynard set out the whole first quarter, but she still ended up with 6 points and 7 rebounds there, Coach, in the first half.
And we talked about that, McKenna Markham. We say superstars will emerge.
Yes.
Young players will arrive. And I think you're seeing that today with McKenna Markham from Martin County coming out and playing well beyond her years. And this young, though they've got multiple seniors on this Martin County team with Chloe May and Miss Harless, their foundation is based on young talent, and they're in the gym working every day, and you're seeing that hard work pay off against the top 2 to 3 team all season long in Pikeville. And I think they've done a nice job. I don't want to say great, right, because you listen, Callie Alvin still has 8.
Yeah.
Nicole Lynn has 3. But I think they've done a solid job, those guards, Kevin Jones, on defending those that trio of elite guards with Pikeville.
I think they have too, Coach. They're a really good job. But we're going to step away. That was the Pikeville Medical her halftime show. We'll be right back here with second half action on the D&D Sports Network.
All right, guys, real quick, let's thank our sponsors. Amanda Blackburn-Muncie, Magistrate, District 1. Brian Morris for Judge Executive. Rodney Scott for Sheriff. Mountaineer Buildings. Callahan Funeral Home. Punks Tire. Don't be a punt. Get your tires from Jeremy and Shasta, located in Virgie, Kentucky. They got all sizes, all brands, and great deals. Hilton Homes of Ivor. Willie Crace, State Representative, Republican, 95th District. S&K Asphalt. Guys, right now, S&K Asphalt, if you call Coach Anthony Hampton, he will come give you a free quote. And listen, you don't have to worry about the job being done incorrect. They do the job right the first time. That's S&K Asphalt, located right here in Pike County. Also want to thank Pikeville Medical Center, new location, Southside Mall in South Williamson, after hours clinic. They also got a specialty clinic. Pikeville Medical Center, Pike County has never been more healthier than it has since Pikeville Medical Center has been in business, Coach. I mean, they take your health care serious. Also want to thank TRW Vendors Market, Food Fair, Matt Hager Law, Clayton Homes of Harold. Clayton Homes right now, great deals on all sizes of homes. They got I like the old farm style home that they got. Go there, check them out today. They got plenty on display. You can search, maybe your dream home. Also want to thank George Swain at State Farm, Sal's Steakhouse, Pro Cleaners, Hurley's Jump Zone, Crum Funeral Home, Jason Fields for Jailer, Pike County, Nick Markham for Jailer, Martin County, Butcher's Towing, Warfield Market, Tommy's Auto Sales, 23 Camper Sales located in Cannonsburg in Boyd County. Right now they got any size camper you need and a ton of different brands. They also sell awnings and accessories. That's 23 Camper Sales. Warfield Market, Butcher's Towing, Mitchell Ferris for U.S. Senate, Man Toyota, Coach. Man, what a deal. Also want to thank Lucas & Sons Funeral Home, Gary C. Johnson Law, The Mine, located right here across from the Appalachian Wireless Arena. I'm going to hit it up as soon as I leave here. The Mine, Pikeville Mining Experience, Black Diamond Excavation Crew, and Force Service Center, located right outside Prestonsburg. They are a force when it comes to repairing your ATV or automobile. Force Service Center. And guys, also, let's go to the Jim Mars Service comment section. E.B. Walters says he would be in tomorrow to watch the Pikeville Panthers boys team. Mingo Central won tonight. Yep, so they are one game away from punching their ticket to the state tournament. Cayman Aliff, how you doing? The Cayman Aliff says D&D is the best. Corey Hayes says, Waddy Little, I don't know if I can keep him in one piece another season. Talking about E.B. Walters. Dodo Rowe tuning in. Charles White says, thanks, D&D. Ronnie Jude says, let's go Cards. And Herman Endicott says, let's go Cardinals. So as you sit here, guys, hit that share button. Second half coming up, 1:41. And we'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back, guys. Pikeville versus Martin County. And we're back here. Pikeville Medical Center halftime show winding down, and right now it's Pikeville on top, 32-26, live from the Appalachian Wireless Arena. Guys, as the second half, Macy Maynard staying out of foul trouble is the keys to the game. Tommy Auto sells keys to the game for Martin County, and the D&D Auto Mart keys to the game for Pikeville. Is they've got to, Sophie Woods has to bring that same game she brought in the first half to the second half, because her ability to score down low and her aggressiveness is what's got Macy Maynard in foul trouble, and it's really opened these guards up for some open looks, Coach.
You're going to have to keep Macy Maynard on the floor, and I would almost Darryl McCoy maybe switch Maynard and May, put Maynard on a block and put May in the middle of that zone.
Well, let's see here what they do, and I don't mind that, Coach. You know, get some high-low action with May and Maynard. Come back around. Kenna Markham
forced a tough long ball. Nice, nice, nice set out of the locker room.
Look at here, we got Braxton Keathley in the house.
Yeah.
Braxton Keathley, Bryson Dowles, they're locked in here.
Yeah, cheering on the Cardinals.
Yeah.
As they cross the court, Ava Rogers over to Alvin.
Big time three.
Listen, can we call this backcourt Alvin and the Chickmunks?
I like that. I like that.
Coming back around. Markham. Get it down to Maynard. Maynard, nice pass. Good ball fake. Reverse layup, no good. Kylie Alvin comes away with it. Here comes Alvin on the push. Swings it back up. Walters, no good. Lynn gets it back out to Alvin. Back over to Lynn. Woods roaming that baseline. Swings it over.
Yeah, they're trying to put Woods behind the zone, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what, they're going to try to catch them. And what that does, Coach, is that pulls Chloe May down, and it's going to open the guards up for some open looks. Hey, how about that? One of the best defense coordinators in the house, Sully in the house. Paul Sullivan coming up to the booth saying hello.
Wide open.
Yeah, Nicole Lynn buries that one.
Coach Newsom, you might want to talk about it here. Listen, if there you go, Coach Newsom, good timeout.
She's going to call a timeout, and listen, Coach, if it gets any worse than this, they're going to have to call Butcher's Toe and to pull them out of this jam.
Right. Martin County, not a team that trails from behind very well, Darryl.
No, that's the danger. Yeah, I mean, they're not a team that can overcome a large deficit, so, right now you want to stop this where it's starting right now. And if you let it grow any larger than this, it's going to be tough for you to come back, especially against a veteran backcourt like this that just don't make many mistakes.
No, and now all of a sudden 2-3 balls dropping, right? So much more difficult. Might have to end up coming out of that zone if they continue to shoot the ball like that.
Score is 38-28. They said, is the score 32-31 or 28-35? It is 38-28. 10-point advantage. Now, guys, we want to, you see Macy Maynard, Mingo Central girls coach, Nate Siggers up there. The Matt Hager fan cam has brought Nate Siggers to the forefront, coach. And
big fan of Nate.
Yeah, Nate's a good guy. He, one of the better. And you also see UPike head women's coach, Clifton Williams, Jalea Warren, and some UPike Bears in the house. So you never know who you see on the Matt Hager fan cam, Coach. All the stars coming out tonight.
Yes.
And then up here at the booth, we've had Paul Sullivan, we've had Bruce Walters,
yes.
Braxton Keathley, all stopped by the booth. There's Maynard off the mark. Here comes Nicole Lynn.
Got Walters in that deep corner.
Yeah. Wide open, Coach. Probably should have hit her.
Yeah.
I didn't understand pulling it back out there unless you're just trying to slow it down here. But Ava Rogers gets it into Alvin. Alvin lets it fly. No good. Macy Maynard with the rebound. You see, Coach, again.
Yes.
Macy Maynard leaves that ball where it's easy to tie up.
You saw what Ava came and done, too. She was ready to tie it up.
Yep. That's something that she's got to work on because that's going to be in the scouting report.
Like to see May be more aggressive. She had a nice first half.
Yeah, she's doing the right thing. She's keeping the ball high, but she's not being strong with it. There you go, Walters. Tough basket by Kat Walters.
30-second timeout, Coach Darryl.
Yeah, forced another timeout here, Coach. And, I just don't understand, right now, if you're Martin County, I'm running, I'm going to try to go to what was successful in that first half, get Macy on that low block. But, credit Pikeville, they're bringing two defenders every time Macy touches the ball. But, McKenna Markham and Lee Davis, when Martin County was playing their best ball, Davis and Markham was hitting shots. Them two's got to get back being aggressive on the offensive end.
Well, if you're going to make an entry pass to Maynard, that Chloe May tried to make an entry pass, but it was too deep, Darryl. She tried to make it beyond the Pro 3. You're not going to be able to make an entry pass to Maynard when they're doubled up on her. She's going to have to take a couple of steps in and maybe reverse the ball and come back to her.
Well, and, you look, in that first half, a big reason why Martin County was having a success was Sophie Harless's activity on the glass. Got to see some more of that here in the second half. Sophie Harless is a difference maker. There's May, or Davis. Maynard over to Markham. Markham back to Harless. Harless going to let it fly. In and out. And look at Sophie Woods battling. Alvin. I'll hold it up here. They'll swing it over to Rogers. Rogers wide open. Martin County going to force her to shoot a jumper, Coach.
Yeah, they were wanting her to shoot that.
Yeah.
She said, I'll take it.
Yeah. She says, don't ask me a second time.
Knocked that one in from the elbow.
Yeah, much obliged. Here comes Markham. Gets it Maynard at that high post. Swinging around, Harless. Maynard gets it down low right there. Nice dump down. And swings it back to Davis. Annalie Davis stops, pops, and cannot drop. Good box out by Walters.
Yes, it was. Watch Walters run the floor. Man, oh, man.
I've always said she's a lot like a deer, Coach. I mean, she's just so fluent. Davis, nice steal there. Here comes Martin County. Coach, they need a bucket here. Annalie Davis on the drive. She's guarded by Walters. Davis turned around, no good. Here comes Alvin. And back to Walters.
Watch out.
Sinks it!
Sharpshooter.
Cat Walters buries the three, Coach. And another timeout. This time it's going to be a full one by Robin Newsom. They'll take one, we will too. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
Craving a taste of Central America? Head to Sal's Steakhouse. Sizzle your senses with mouthwatering steaks, juicy burgers, savory chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Sal's Steakhouse, where your taste buds will thank you. Unleash the flavor at Sal's. Taste tradition, taste the difference.
Willie Crace is proud to support all area teams this season and our student athletes in Floyd and Pike counties. Vote Willie Crace for state representative, a voice we can count on for the mountains.
It's going down. Meet me in the. Meet me in the. Meet me in the. It's going down.
Guys, it's going down at 23 Camper Sales. Don't delay your dreams any longer. Come to 23 Camper Sales, where your dream camper is waiting.
There you see Braxton Keathley, Bryson Dawes watching the action up there. You'll see them in action on Thursday night right here at the region tournament as the two of Martin County's finest. And right now, Coach, Pikeville has opened this up to a 45-28 lead, and Martin County's going to have to do something to slow the bleeding.
You got to do something now, and you got to contest 3 balls right now.
Yeah,
that's kind of been the difference, right? Outside shooting here in the third quarter.
And I'm telling you right now, if you're Pikeville, I don't know, how it looks on the scoring sheet right now, Coach, but Kat Walters has been the difference maker for the Panthers.
Yeah, she's sitting with 10 points here midway through the third.
Yeah, I mean, the job she's done defensively and boxing out, I mean, incredible. If you're a college coach, I guarantee you Clifton Williams right now is over there writing her name down, because everything she does correctly.
Well, he's in here scouting a couple, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's here for a reason. And this is the Bears' home floor, too, though.
Yes, it is.
Crystal Schwartz says, yay, Pikeville. Whitey Little says, Cat is tough. Lee J says, go Cat Walters. And rims off. Tough one for Maynard.
Martin County, you just got to, it's like chopping a tree, right, Darryl? You can't get it all in one whack.
No, I mean, it's built up to a 17-point advantage. Right now, just got to worry about getting it back to 10, Coach.
Right.
Here comes Alvin. Alvin, nice kick ahead. Woods leaves it for Walters.
Man.
Buries it. Cat Walters with another 3 Guys Pizza and Brew 3-pointer.
That's why she's shooting 40+%, and that's why you get her the rock if she's open.
That's it. Telling you, I know, Coach, I know she's very highly touted on the softball field. Right there, good job taking advantage. And Dagan Oliver, I think she was trying to get the call there. But, I think Kat Walters has got a future on the hardwood.
Watch out.
There she is. Sinks it! Same spot, same result, Coach.
My, oh, my. She's a flamethrower.
Kat Walters filling it up here in the second half, third quarter. Markham, tough shot by Markham.
That's her first 2, Darryl. I don't know why.
Look at here.
Walters again.
Oh.
The roof would have come off this place. Fat one would have fell. Alvin with the steal. Kat Walters, watch her relocate, Coach.
Oh, what a move.
Yeah, good job by Alvin. Just not able to finish. Here comes Annalie Davis. E.B. Walters says Kat Walters is the second best shooter in the family. There's Annalie Davis with the bucket.
Markham, Darryl, really the difference was Markham early. McKenna Markham.
Yeah, well, I thought she was the one that really got things going for Martin County early.
Yeah.
And the thing that you're looking, if you're Martin County right now, I mean, like McKenna Markham, she's a really good defender. You want to see her start to create havoc on the defensive end. Now, if I'm Robin Newsom, I'm telling her, like, hey, listen, go out there and gamble. Play passing lanes, try to get a couple easy buckets, get us in rhythm here.
She can match their speed, right?
I agree. She's the one kid that can, but, I mean, you're going to have to take some chances if you're Martin County here. I mean, you can't be conservative right now. And let's look over here on the Matt Hager fan cam as we see two youngsters, Coach, doing a little jig in the corner. Wow.
Looking like me and you over at the mine.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you catch me and Coach on Saturday night at the mine. Listen, you never know. We've been known, Coach, to do a little karaoke here and there,
Yes,
ain't we?
we have. 10 threes for Pikeville here.
If you want me to move like that, you better have a handful of being gay. Coming back out. Harless gets swatted by Ava Rogers. Here comes Alvin back the other way. Alvin, what a look.
A tasty dish.
That's a very tasty dish.
Wow.
And Coach, listen, is that the best backcourt combo in the region?
Tough to argue.
Yeah.
Nice pass.
Yeah, good look
No
ahead.
travel there.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that.
It's either or. Sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Is that little Davis Waters? Yeah, he's not happy with it either.
Markham's going to try to use that screen of Harless's. Nope.
Swings it back down. There's Maynard. Maynard gets rid of it. And Lee Davis. Gets it down to Maynard. And good job there. Dagan Oliver comes over. Foul's going to be against her. Send Maynard back to the charity stripe. 55-32, Coach. Starting to get out of hand.
Tough. Tempo certainly now favors Pikeville, whereas in the first half, more so Martin County.
Right now, the Martin County they're going to have to make that call to Butcher's Towing. Find yourself in a jam in Martin County or in surrounding areas, call Butcher's Towing for all your towing needs.
Coach Denise Campbell able to run players in and out now, just rotating and adjusting.
And off the mark, Harless tried tying it up. Rogers strong with the ball. Alvin kicks it ahead. Out there, wide open, Cat Waters. Luckily that pass got picked off, Coach, because she was wide open. May swings it back over to Markham. And, Coach, that's another one. Credit, Denise Campbell must have done her homework because Chloe May has not got any clean looks.
No. And when she did, she was attacking, which I really liked.
And that'll end 3/4 of play. It's a 20-point advantage for the Pikeville Lady Panthers right now over the Martin County Cardinals. We'll take a quick break. Be right back. Fourth quarter coming up next.
When it comes to burying a loved one, you need to make sure that they're left in the right hands. That's why you need to call Crum Funeral Home, located in Inez, Kentucky. You can give them a call today at 606-298-0602, located on 498 Kentucky Route 3 North in Inez, Kentucky. Give them a call today, Crum Funeral Home.
With tax season coming up, make the smart decision with your money. Stop at Tommy's Auto Sales in Inez, Kentucky. Right now you can get cars, trucks, and SUVs at the best prices around. Tommy's Auto Sale is a proud supporter of the Martin County Cardinals and all Mountain athletes. And we're back here, Matt Hager fan cam. As you're watching the D&D Sports Network, see some youngsters there coach working the fan cam over there and, like their energy. And you can tell they're Pikeville fans because right now Pikeville is all energy right now.
Over there by Grant Hall and Wesley Buck.
Yeah, energy on a 10.
Yeah. You're going to make a run, you got to do it now.
And here's the thing. I don't think Pikeville hasn't been to the free throw line any here in the second half, have they?
No.
Martin County didn't shoot none in the first half at this end.
Yep,
right.
And there's Alvin. Alvin with a long three-pointer there from the logo.
Deep.
Markham taking a high screen by Harless. Now, great. Look at Dagan Oliver, coach.
Yeah.
She's just fronting Chloe May.
Not even watching where the ball goes, just watching where May is.
And I like that, because Chloe May, she's the flamethrower for this team. Oliver buries the three-pointer.
Oliver's second three.
Swings it back around, and Harless hits the cutter. Annalie Davis, nice take by Davis. Good job cutting to the basket there.
Still running their stuff, I like it.
Oh, no look pass.
Yeah. There's Walters wide open.
Wow.
Are you kidding me, coach?
Oh, my. Cat Waters.
She is showing out, and you see Robin Newsom. She just put her hands behind her head, and she don't know what to do right now in this situation.
21 points for Cat Waters. And 13 made threes for Pikeville.
Yeah, this second half, coach, Pikeville has just dominated this second half of play. Martin County played well in the first half, but in the second half, whatever adjustments Denise Campbell made in the locker room is obviously working.
Cat Waters.
Shots falling, right?
Yeah. Cat Waters got most of her points here in the second half.
Yeah, she does. She's got 5 threes on the game as well.
Former Pikeville Panther Heath Jarrell says he's watching from Lexington, Kentucky with Josh Hughes, Noah Jarrell, said a Pikeville alum cheering on from the University of Kentucky, said with E.B. Walters.
6?
No.
The Steve Kerr of the 15th region? Was that right?
There you go. That's a good.
No, I'm talking about Darryl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was, Coach, if there's any player that ever imitated Steve Kerr, it was him.
Yes.
There you go, Macy Maynard. Maybe too late here, Coach, for the Cards.
Going to be a little too late, but I like that they're still running their stuff and competing. Too easy.
Yeah. Then Walters maybe missed their easiest one of the night. Sophie Woods with the rebound and a putback.
Woods now with 10 points.
Swings it back around. Dumps it down to Maynard. And Maynard, she lived at the free throw line, Coach. It's just Martin County. Normally this would be a good strategy, but, Martin County just built they put themselves in such a hole. You just worry, right now. But credit, though, they're still fighting.
Right.
That's the impressive part. Most kids will lay down at this point.
That's right.
Charlene Keene watching from Inez, Kentucky. She's over there in Tommy's Auto Sale country.
I'll tell you what, Coach got lined out over there, didn't you?
I did. I got almost a deal that you couldn't believe.
Highway robbery is what you done.
I did.
Highway robbery. You walked out with that almost completely free.
Yes.
Coming back the other way, here comes Alvin. Alvin loses handle.
I like the way Davis plays defense, man. She's tough.
Oh, man. Davis and McKenna Maynard just
Markham.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said Maynard multiple times.
Yeah, right now, Coach, we talked, the best backcourt in the region, Cat Walters, Kylie Alvin, but I can tell you right now, the future best backcourt may be Markham and Davis.
I agree with you.
Now, again, for you guys that tuning in, Martin County got to the region tournament by going to Louisa. There's Markham. And Maynard with the rebound just cleared her way out. And they called the foul on Maynard.
don't know. They called a travel, but
Did they call travel?
Yeah, I don't know that she did. I thought she just did a step through.
Well, I think she's very fortunate they didn't call foul. You know, she kind of. It was an odd move.
Yes.
But Martin County went to Louisa and knocked off Melinda Feltner's Lawrence County Bulldogs, and that's how they got here, Coach.
Tough win on the road.
Yeah, after losing first round of districts. Martin County turns off the mark. And you see Pikeville, the one thing that all Pikeville guards have done tonight, and I've noticed, Coach, they're really good at boxing out.
Yeah.
You've seen it with Nicole Lynn there, Kat Walters, Kylie Alvin. You can tell Denise Campbell makes that a point of emphasis.
I agree.
But, you know, as you sit here, Coach, this thing 68-41, 3:44 to go here in the final period of play. This fourth quarter is brought to you courtesy of our good friends at 23 Camper Sales located in Cannonsburg. Right now they got great deals on campers. They also sell camper accessories. Hit them up, tell them D&D sent you. Mitchell Ferris for U.S. Senate. Man Toyota. Man, what a deal. I thank our good friends at Callahan Funeral Home, as well as Clayton Homes, South Steakhouse, and Hilton Homes of Iville. Yeah, this is a tough one here. Right now is Kat Walters putting on a show. That's the
tomorrow, boys action, Kevin Jones.
I'm excited. What is the first game, Belfry, Mark? No, that's Johnson Central and Phelps, right?
Johnson Central and Phelps to kick it off.
And then Floyd Central and Pike Central right after that.
Yes, so you've got boys action. We're finally made it to boys action midweek tomorrow night, Darryl McCoy.
Yeah, that's, everybody's waited all week, and this place, Coach, you better get here early.
Yeah.
You know, and listen, if you can't make it in here, head on over to the mine. They got flat screens all around, and they got good cold refreshments waiting for you. Go in there, great atmosphere. But we want you in the house with us.
We want you here. Come up and visit us at the D&D Sports Network booth.
Yeah, come by, say hi. There's Macy Maynard. There it is again, Coach.
Yep.
And off the mark. And that's something, Coach, where I really think Macy Maynard would benefit. I think she needs to develop a hook shot. You know, because I think when she turns, she's trying to turn and use that height, but she's leaving it up there a little bit. And you seen right there, you know, they was almost going to tie that up again.
Yeah, if you can get a quick little maybe baby hook, maybe.
Yeah. Swing it back over to Lynn. Lynn not taking the screen. She's going to drive right, and she takes the.
Kelly Alvin, I heard her tell Nicole Lynn to go.
Yeah.
She said go.
That's just a veteran, veteran play by the leader, Kylie Alvin. Again, that's your 15th Region Player of the Year, Coach, and she will be representing the 15th Region in the Miss Basketball conversation.
That's right, and have an opportunity to play for Team Kentucky against Indiana.
And listen, I'll say this. You talking about a great experience for any player is going on that weekend, going to that dinner, the Lions dinner.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's just a great experience. So if you win Region Player of the Year, you've made a huge accomplishment.
Yes.
And that's something you'll never forget is going down there for that dinner.
Big-time experience.
The Lions Club does a tremendous job putting that on. There you go, Macy Maynard, just easy work there. Swings it back over. Walters in and out. Not now, Coach. Walters, it's almost like she steps inside that three-point line. It's 50-50.
She shoots with a ton of confidence.
Yep. Here she goes again. She's wide open. She's just beating the defense up the floor, Coach.
There's that speed we talked about she has on the softball field.
Yeah, and I think right now Walters is, you can tell she's wore out. She's played so hard, the entire game. Let's swing it back over to Lynn. Lynn gets it to Alvin. High screen by Woods. There goes Alvin. She's going from the elbow. I think she wanted the foul. Official's not giving it to her. And, Coach, you see Chloe May. You hate to see it, or Sophie Harless. You hate to see a senior go off the floor for the final time. And they're going to leave her out here to finish this out, but
showing emotions heavy at this point.
yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation for seniors, you know. But, you know, here's what I would say is you made it to the region tournament.
That's right.
You know, and I can promise you, you know, having a son that never done that, that's a big void.
Yeah. You made it Elite 8, right?
Yep, made the Elite 8. Coach, go grab that real quick.
Another lifetime.
You see right there.
Well, Blaine, that's right. We've got somebody that can still got some ups,
we
right?
got a floor guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's our floor guy at?
Here we go.
And, Coach, looky here. They're going to use the cheerleaders to get this. Talking about putting your mind to work. There you go.
Yes.
Great job there by the Martin County cheerleaders. As
I tell you what, I did this one time at Chapmanville Middle School, and the girls got it off, and it went viral on ESPN. It had like so many million views.
it wasn't just on ESPN. It went
was everywhere.
Yeah, it was on Ridiculousness. Rob Deirdrick on MTV.
Yes, teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely. Now swing it back around. Shot up, no good. Compton off the mark.
That's the track star, right?
Yeah, the Compton sisters, both of them really good at track and field and at cross country. I know Coach Keathley's a big cross country fan.
I am. Big cross country fan. I actually probably enjoy cross country more than watching basketball in terms of as
calm
a
down,
parent.
calm down.
No, as a parent.
Yeah, calm down, Coach.
Yeah.
The Coach Keathley's daughter, Caitlin Keathley, had a storied career in cross country.
Yes, she did.
And your son, Kevin, had an unbelievable career in track and field. Ended up going to Alice Lloyd on a full ride.
As well as Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler was a multi-time region champ.
Yeah.
Braxton was a region champ in cross country as a 7th grader on the high school level, Darryl.
Wow,
as a
I didn't know.
7th grader for Pike Central.
Did
Won a
not
region
know
championship.
that. Speaking of a team that knows about championships, the Pikeville cheerleaders, you're talking about national titles.
After national title, right?
They
like
are
every year.
They're the most decorated cheerleading squad in the mountains, and that ain't close. Yeah, people don't understand how strong cheerleading is in the mountains.
I've said it all the time. I mean, it's up there with Texas and
it is. I mean, you listen, Pikeville, Tug Valley. I mean,
Logan.
Yeah, Logan. You know, Tulsa used to be there. I mean, mountains take cheerleading serious.
Very serious.
Yeah. Belfry. There was somebody we had. Was
Lawrence
it Pike
County.
Central? Huh?
Lawrence County used to be real good, too.
Yeah. I think Pike Central won a state title this year. Could be wrong. Somebody can correct me if I am.
Johnson Central was runner-up down at All A, I think. I remember that.
Yeah.
68-43 on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard. A large advantage right now for the Pikeville Lady Panthers.
Again, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, 13 made threes for Pikeville in this game.
That.
A lot of three balls.
Yeah. Shot up, no good by Compton. A rebound by Paula Patton. Coach, what's the chances Paula Patton's kin to Paul Patton?
Yeah. I like the chances. I would put wager on it, right?
I would too.
Yes.
Somebody let us know if we're on to something there. 46 seconds. Kicks it ahead. Compton thought about it. Cross court. Number 12, Molly Justice on the floor. They pound it down low. Paula Patton loses it, gets it back out. Compton gonna drive, kick, Justice.
They want her to shoot it.
Yeah, they're wanting Justice to shoot here. Out there, Paula Patton off the mark. Here comes Martin County the other direction. Martin County, oh, nice job. Just not able to finish. Rebound, put back, good. That was Cadence Muncie. No, they didn't. That was ours ain't right. Martha Maynard, who they gave that bucket to. And it's going to be the Pikeville Lady Panthers advancing to the semifinals of the 15th region tournament as they will play Paintsville on Friday evening. I think they got second game Friday evening. So it was one of them games, Coach, when Pikeville come out, you could tell, Pikeville's on a mission. And, Pikeville thinks they're up there with Johnson Central, Floyd Central, and Pikeville. So you could tell that confidence was blaring here today.
Yeah, tons of confidence. Blaine Keathley with our co-players of the game.
All right, this is Blaine Keathley with D&D Sports Network. I'm here with our double quick players of the game. I'm here with Catherine Wallers and Kylie Alvin. So tell me, Catherine, what was that feeling when you were getting going and you were getting hot from the three-point line and it looked like nothing you couldn't miss, like that basket was looking wide?
It felt good. I felt better helping my teammates more than I did the first half.
So, Kylie, tell me, I know going against this Martin County team, you know they got a big physical presence down low with Macy Maynard. But you were still able to penetrate, get good paint touches, and be able to kick out for threes. Tell me, what was Coach kind of emphasizing to still kind of do what you guys do, even though that they had a good paint presence?
She was just telling us that we have to contribute from the middle so the outside gets open, and the same from the outside so the inside gets open.
So a lot of contributors tonight. Everybody that came in the game did something to help win. What's the goals moving forward? What's some things that you are going to focus on going into the next game to make a run at this thing?
One game at a time, we're going to try to run the floor, run things out again.
I just always say have fun.
Anybody back home you guys want to say hello to? All right, good luck, guys. Thank you very much. All right, back to you guys.
All right, Cat, not going to give EB a shout-out, Coach.
Right.
Yeah, so there you go. As you said there, 68-45 was the final here. This one, all Pikeville, Coach, in the second half. It was close at halftime, but Pikeville turned on the afterburners, and the second half was never in doubt. Second half, they changed tempo, went a little quicker, went a little faster, got those transition outlet passes going. 3 balls dropped. Difference in the game, and they just could never – Martin County could never climb out of that hole, and things kind of tightened up on the perimeter for Martin County. So hats off to a great year for Coach Newsom and Martin County, but Pikeville, they're marching on to the Final Four. Yeah, they'll face the Darn Kenners, Paintsville Tigers, and I'm telling you, Coach, that's going to be a ball game. I think them two teams match up well, and it's one of them. They got the best player on the floor. A lot of people would consider Kylie Kenner, but Kylie Alvin's going to come in she's going to try to say, okay, I'm 15th Region Player of the Year this year and, take care of business. As good as Paintsville's guards played tonight, can they play that well against the caliber of guards that Pikeville has? Well, I'll tell you this right now. Paintsville played well on the defensive end. They're going to have to shoot it better if they plan on competing with Pikeville for 32 minutes. That's the one area, if you're Paintsville, got to shoot the ball better. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, you're watching the Gary C. Johnson Law post-game show. And, Coach, the thing about Pikeville, you just hope, I always worried as a coach. I know a lot of people's like, oh, man, we come out, we shot well, we made 13, or ever how many threes they made. But, what they didn't do, Coach, is or the thing that I always worry about is did you spend all of them in this game? Did you spend all your money here? And do you got more shots available? Right. Yeah. That's the thing. You say, okay, you shot it really well tonight, but you hope that carries over to the next game. You don't want to have a flat. And we've seen this so many times, boys and girls over the years doing this at the Expo. Sometimes a team will come out and be red hot. Next night, can't throw it in the ocean. Yeah, this is it was a tough day for Martin County. Coach, they beat Lawrence County. Coming in here, you knew that it was going to be a tall task to knock off the Pikeville Panthers. I still think Pikeville is one of the most slept-on teams in the region. Everybody talks about Floyd Central and Johnson Central, but Pikeville showed tonight. Sophie Woods plays like she did tonight, and Ava Rogers comes to play like that. Pikeville's going to be a tough out for anybody. A tough out for anybody, and anytime you got great guard play, and here's the biggest thing that you said,
during the broadcast. They got 3 people capable of playing the PG spot on the floor at the same time. When you got that, Darryl, I promise you can win any and every night on the, especially here at the Expo. You can win 3 in a row.
That's the scary matchup with Johnson Central. You know, can Johnson Central turn them over like they do everybody else? So you're watching the Gary C. Johnson postgame show, and we'll let Kevin Jones give us a rundown on how the scoring broke down this evening.
Pikeville wins 68-45 over Martin County. Leading scorers for Martin County ended up being Macy Maynard with 15 points, McKenna Markham with 12 points, and Anna Lee Davis with 8. And over on the Pikeville side, Kylie Alvin had 18, Sophie Woods had 10, and Kat Waters had 21 points. And that rounds out the top 3 scorers for both teams.
There you go, and our co-players of the game, Kylie Alvin, Kat Waters.
Macy Maynard, by the way, side note, 15 and 12, had a double-double.
Wow. Yeah, impressive outing for her. And she played a large part of that game in foul trouble.
Yeah.
So real quick, let's thank our sponsors. I want to thank Amanda Blackburn Muncie, Brian Morris for Judge Executive, Rodney Scott for Sheriff, Mountaineer Buildings, Punk's Tires, Hilton Homes of Ivor, Willie Crace, Republican State Representative of the 95th District, S&K Asphalt Service, Pikeville Medical Center, Food Fair, TRW Vendors Market, Matt Hager Law, Clayton Homes of Harold, George Swain at State Farm, Sal Steakhouse, Pro Cleaners, Commercial Residential Mining, they've got you covered, 606-625-5742. Crum Funeral Home, Jason Fields for Jeller, Nick Markin for Jeller in Martin County, Butcher Stowin, Warfield Market, Tommy's Auto Sales, 23 Camper Sales, Mitchell Ferris for U.S. Senate. Man Toyota, Coach.
Man, what a deal, right?
There you go. Get all the deals on new Toyotas and used Toyotas. Man Toyota right outside Prestonsburg. Lucas & Sons Funeral Home, Gary C. Johnson Law, Callahan Funeral Home, Force Service Center, whether it's ATVs or automobiles, they'll make sure your vehicle is running right just in time for vacation season here in the Cofield. That's Force Service Center. Black Diamond Excavation Crew and The Mine, an experience for everyone. The Mine, it's a mining experience right here in the city of Pikeville, located straight across from the Appalachian Wireless Arena. Coach, tomorrow afternoon, boys kickoff, and we got Johnson Central Phelps first game, Floyd Central Pike Central game 2 on the nightcap.
It's boys' turn, Darryl McCoy.
Yeah, as you look right here, here's how it breaks down. Tomorrow night, top half of the bracket of play semifinals, and then the quarterfinals, and then Thursday night, Martin County Belfry and Paintsville Pikeville. So you know that Martin County Belfry game, a rematch from the All A game, which was a heater. You definitely want to be here for that one.
You want to be here for that. Johnson Central on a 10-game win streak.
Yeah, and listen, Phelps could be a scary team. Yeah, could be a scary team. But guys, we're going to step away. Pikeville Lady Panthers 68, Martin County 45. We'll be right back tomorrow night here. And guys, till next time, so long and good night.